Cornish. Club Cornish.
Yeah.
All right, our next performer has not only performed at Cornish as Emily Webb in Our Town and a bedraggled handmaiden in Head Over Heels, but created costumes for last fall's production of Cabaret and designed posters for this year's season of shows, including the posters for this weekend's Cabaret night.
Yeah.
Yes, very multi-talented. Please welcome Ella Swenson.
It's fine.
I'll do this.
Oh.
Oh, no, it's because the other's on.
Yeah, I blame Theo.
How's that?
Thank you.
Too strong.
So strong.
How's that?
Great.
Thank you.
Lily's afraid of water. You know she swims so well, but still she's afraid of water. And so she won't go near the sea. Not me. And Eli's afraid of darkness. You know he sleeps at night, but still he's afraid of darkness. So when the lights go out, he has to hold my hand. I don't understand. A year ago, I would have been terrified to tell the story. Frankly, I am still terrified, contrary to what this opener might make you believe. But I think I need this. I think I need someone to hear me. So while this cabaret is an homage to my mother, it's also for me. And I am honored to tell her story. I'm not afraid of anything, be it mountains, water, dragons, dark or sky. I'm not afraid of anything. Tell me where's the challenge if you never try. So watch me fly. I'm not afraid. Daddy's afraid of babies. You know he got through me, but now he's afraid of babies. Because he's scared of what they'll be. Not me. And Mama's afraid of crying. You know she tries to hold it in. She's afraid of crying. So she can look at me with tears stuck in her eye. And I don't know why. If there's one thing you need to know about my mom, it is that she is a force of nature. Growing up, she taught me that you don't get what you don't ask for. And as a kid, I thought that was ridiculous. I knew I was the kind of kid who couldn't even order her own food at a restaurant, so completely lost on me. But as I grew, my mom showed me that the only thing standing in my way was me, and I needed to move. I'm not afraid of anything, be it growing old or going out of style. I'm not afraid of anything, who would give up what they want without a trial. Another mile, I'm not afraid. And I hear the calling of excitement, and I hear the ringing in my ear. The lights are glaring, trumpets blaring, I'm right here. And I hear the calling of tomorrow, and I feel a stirring in my bones. And Mommy loves me, or is she afraid to hold me? Listen to the calling of adventure. Can you feel the pounding of my heart? The lights are ready, pulse is steady, I can't stop. Never stop the calling of a challenge. Blessing on the water and the stones. And Mommy loves me. She's afraid to tell me. Daddy loves me. He's afraid to trust me. They're afraid to hold me. And they'll always be. They're afraid. My confidence was short-lived. It lasted right up until I turned 11 and my mom got sick. She did not die, she got better. This is not the story of her death. But she was never really the same. And anyone who has ever been a teenager knows that change is not well received when it comes out of the blue. Looking back, I know I was grieving. I was grieving the only way I knew how. And it took a lot of work to forgive myself for those years. But while it was happening, I was angry. I was furious with the world, with the medical system, with my mother. I didn't want consolation. I wanted expression. I wanted to find the place where I hurt and to unleash it on everybody else. It wasn't fair that I spent my weekends in hospitals. It was not fair that my mom was the only one who did not come to conferences, and it wasn't fair that grown adults were coming to me for consolation. It wasn't fair that grown adults were coming to me for consolation. Good.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Her name is Susie Tennant.
She's been there for so many
The wife
people.
and mother of two.
You know, her passion for everybody was the same.
So if it hadn't been for her,
For Susie.
She is an unsung
she
hero.
saved my life. You know.
And countless others who Susie has touched.
She'll do whatever she can.
I turned it off after that. I stopped caring, stopped feeling. It was the only way I could think of to keep moving forward. Oh, you keep on running, girl, leave me behind. Place each foot with careful precision, 'cause there ain't no looking back. And if you wanna go fast, don't stray too far from the beaten track. You'll go slower if you are different. There's more folks in your way, so do your work behind the scenes and be careful what you say, and don't ever stop running. If you slow down for even a second, if you close your eyes to sleep, those demons will catch up to you and you will fall in deep. So don't stop, don't rest, don't have no free time. You've always been fast enough to leave your troubles in the dust, and don't ever stop running. 'Cause if you do, everything you've ever left behind will catch up to you, and then you'll have to realize there's not a single soul on earth who has the stamina to run for their whole lives. You can keep pretending living in the fast lane is any different than driving in a getaway, but you're no tourist. You're just on the lam, and you won't ever stop running. Oh, you keep on running, girl, leave me behind. You can't slow down for anyone, so you drag them along, but they're not fast as you, so they don't last very long. 'Cause they're not haunted, not like you are. They don't know the stakes, they just hold you back and trip you up and get in the way. So you can let her go, stay straight on your path. All I did was love you, but I'm tired of running, so I can just go home. Wouldn't you love that? I can't fix you, so stay alone and stay fast. Run, run, you keep on running, girl. Run out of time. Run, you keep on running, girl. Leave me behind. I think I was hiding not because I was afraid of falling, but because I knew one day I would. And I knew what that felt like, to watch someone you hold so high in your mind fall and not be able to catch them. I could not do that to someone. 2020 was a hard year for all of us. It made us face truths about ourselves that we would rather not see. It caused us to reevaluate relationships that they were no longer serving us. And while it forced us to stay inside, it made everything we had buried down come out. Mom came home with lots to say. She's pissed because she found a gray hair. You never guessed that she aged a day. But sometimes life just doesn't play fair. My mom and dad loved PDA. He shared the joy true love could bring her. They made a home north of the bay. My mom showed me how to be a singer. Music was like breathing, 'cause it looked so easy. She always had a song worth singing. Mom taught music every day and raised us all by the western seaboard. When I told Mom that I wanna play, she grabbed her guitar, taught me a D chord. Music was like breathing, 'cause it looked so easy. Thanks for being patient with me. Ooh, the only music I knew was from days of each amazing childhood afternoon. And ooh, just take a look at where we are. It's all because my mom could play guitar. After school, she was the carpool queen. For loud kids, she'd never be bored. I was a shithead, angsty teen, fixated on a life led by a D chord. Putting words to music, it wasn't always easy, but Mom was always there, believing in me. Ooh, the only music I knew was from days of each amazing childhood afternoon. And ooh, just take a look at where we are. It's all because my mom could play guitar. One thing I learned just by being around, a mother's job is never finished, even when you're grown. And there's nothing like the wound she gets from hearing the words, I need to do this on my own. Mom's worst fear, the empty nest. A house full gone can hit the hardest. Mom and Dad can only do their best. The plight of raising two young artists. Mom taught me to be brave. 'Cause what you fear, it's what you lean toward. Years of sacrifice and saving. I never thanked her for the D chord. If there is one thing you take away from this cabaret, let it be this. It is okay to forgive yourself. Please forgive yourself. Healing isn't running away, it isn't hiding, it isn't pretending that it didn't happen. There is so much desire to let go and move forward, but it is impossible to let go of something that inhabits your body. You have to see it through. You have to look at it from all sides and say, you are within me, but you are not me. We can never really prepare for what life throws our way, but you should be so proud of how far you've come. I hope you never lose your sense of wonder. You get your fill to eat, but always keep that hunger. May you never take one single breath for granted. God forbid love ever leaves you empty-handed. I hope you still feel small when you stand beside the ocean. Whenever one door closes, I hope one more opens. Promise me that you'll give life a fighting chance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance. I hope you dance. May you never fear those mountains in the distance. Never settle for the path of least resistance. Living might mean taking chances, but they're worth taking. Loving might be a mistake, but it's worth making. Don't let some helping heart leave you bitter. When you come close to selling out, reconsider. Promise me that you'll give life a fighting chance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, dance. I hope you dance. I hope you dance. Dance. I hope you dance.
Next up, we have an